قال الله وحواد لا يهوى باشم Shai Basham Kakudash, double honesty, apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Wishing the brothers risking their lives for this word, day in, day out, more now so than ever before. Shalom. Alright, here we have an article. I already posted this article in the group. I'm do a quick impromptu on it. Yeah. I mean it relevant. Cause and effect, right? That's another thing, cause and effect. It says US sells 30-year bonds at 5% yield for the first time since 2007. The US government sold 30-year bonds at 5.046% yield, the highest since 2007, amid rising inflation linked to the conflict in Iran. Treasury issued $25 billion in new bonds as wholesale inflation surged to 6% in April. Fuel price, that's April, we in May, right? Cool. Conflict still going on, cool. Fuel prices are rising, impacting costs for businesses nationwide. Susan Collins from the Federal Reserve hinted at potential interest rate hikes to manage inflation. Higher costs are affecting everything from groceries to airfares, with freight transportation prices up 8.1% in April. Experts warn inflation pressures will persist, indicating economic challenges for consumers and the broader market. Right? So what they're saying is, due to the conflict in Iran, the value of the dollar is going down. The value of the dollar is going down. How convenient. How convenient, while at the same time, most nations rolling out the digital forum, so to speak, Most countries already letting people know, hey, we look at the transfer to a digital forum, you need to get a digital ID, so on and so forth. How convenient. How convenient. Wasn't it just on a whim the president, was it JFK? Oh my gosh. Was it JFK? Correct me if I'm wrong. That's because a man, the president in the 90s who did 19 something so like that, who said the dollar will not be backed by the gold standard anymore. Wasn't it just like that? Boop. Now your dollar backed by that. So what do you think? They're gonna lay out the platform and start to work on it. Basically, when it comes to that digital system, that digital ID, that desensitization to the MOTB, really. That is what it is. That is what it is. Right? They say even airfare prices going up. Just to say over here in Trinidad and Tobago. No, I say Trinidad and Tobago because we are one country but two islands. It costs over. I don't want to say it costs over. They're charging you $1,000 now, $1,000 now to go to Tobago, and that is part of the country. That is like how to put it, way. All right, so in Trinidad we have what you would call a maxi taxi. It's like a bus but taxi, because we have buses as well. Let's break it down for anybody outside the country watching the video, right? So let me say you take a maxi taxi from one end of Trinidad to the next end, right? That way you pay $1,000 for, really and truly. Because at the end of the Tobago is the country. That is an island in our country. It's two islands, one country. That is why it's known as the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Alright. So they're admitting that people feeling the pinch, people feeling the crunch. And as I was saying in earlier videos, when the conflict was piping hot, or when it now happened, rather, yeah, when the conflict just started, how we over here wouldn't feel it until it, you know what I mean, it come like a tsunami all at once, this kind of way. What a life. I got some precepts here. Where was I going to go with it? You go to the book of James. Yeah, 5:1. Holy but goody. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and disease rusted." All right, your money, your value, they are none, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasure together for the last days. Yeah, because that's what they do. What you think they season people gold? How the fuck you could seize a man gold? After I tell them no, store it with us, you go be safer over here. Them they or they claim they do something or they do like fuck that we season that. The fuck? If somebody drop a you know what I mean ICBM on all the vex, all these victims. They love to play that victim role. But look at what they're doing all their own citizens. Right? And I don't care what nobody said. This could not have been well thought out. This was a well thought out plan. It is too convenient to be a mistake. So as soon as they go over so and start to roll out the digital ID, all of a sudden the value of the dollar dropping. Hmm. Hmm. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. Right? Cause and effect. And on the flip side now, all the other nations are doing the same. So you can't even say anybody right. Both of them fucking wrong. Because all nations right, more or less, all nations right now rolling out have a digital, what do you say that, have a CBDC or the floor work or the blueprint or the groundwork for a CBDC. You know what I mean? Even we, there are talks that we, organizing a digital currency same way. Same way. But in order to do that, they have to get rid of the current one, which is the dollar system, the fiat currency. Right? And how you could just get rid of that 8 billion people and counting using how you could get rid of it? By this. The number one commodity around the world, make it too expensive to buy. Make it scarce. You know what I mean? Send up the price so that dollars become devalued. Crash it, basically. Order up here, order through aside, cause and effect. And these days, that's another sign to know that hey, we're living in the end times. Second Esdras 9 and is it 7, 8 or 9? There's somewhere there. Ah, oh no. A lovely 6, right? Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Right? He told us the signs to look for: wars, rumors of wars, famine, pestilence. Right? See that these things trouble you not. Why? Because the beginning of sorrows. This is the beginning of sorrows. Lovely. This is the beginning of the sorrow. Not the climax, not the ending, the beginning of it. Right? You see that the beginning of sorrows, right? Or you say the end is not by and by, roughly paraphrasing. There's in one, I think that would be in Luke, if I'm not wrong, or in Matthew, it said the end is not yet. Right? Because they had to deliver us up to the magistrates and kings and so on and so forth. And there's Matthew 6, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So we see the effects and the signs at the times right now. You see that thing's taking a hard left turn, sharp left turn. right? It's snowballing. That is the way things happening now. Snowballing prophecies unraveling in a snowball pace. You know what I mean? It just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and faster and faster and faster. And yeah, because these the signs are the times that we in. Cause and effect. We know if the US dollar depreciates, what's going on with us. They real. Our dollar going to fucking plummet as well. Because why we are open to the halal. It is what it is. We doomed. Right? And if you're too far off to see this, then hey, sorrow be a portion. According to our brother, missile food. That is just what it is. You know, that is just what it is. Ecclesiastes 12 and 3, it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened. Right? We in that day talking about economies being hit with severe hardship. Right? Look up another word for economist, housekeeper, keeper of the house. Look it up. That's all you want. You see, they will tremble, economists will tremble when they see how fucking horrible the state of economies, global economies, that is, not just a single country or a single nation or a single so called superpower. Global economies. Right? And strong men shall bow themselves. Yeah, all who think they're high and fucking mighty. You go see, way, boy. When you realize your living depends on your social credit score rather than fiat currency, rather than what you work your ass off your whole life for. Say, well, but I have a big house, I have a couple cars, I have kids, I'm married, I live in a good life. Unfortunately, so you don't come to say, you know what? I think not. All of a sudden, yeah, if you have a million in the bank, it might go to how much you need to sustain this thing. You might get a little 50, 60 social credits, depending on your status. And it could go down. And it could go down depending on your posts. You know what I mean? They could track your internet presence, the sites you go on, the things you read, track mouse cursor movement, all kind of simile. As the scripture say, you know what I mean? They accomplish our diligence, so they know. And we know that they know. I just hope that they know, that we know, that they know, and that we do not care that they know. Because the Lord that we serve is a man and he word. And we know these things going to happen. Same time, we know we looking for salvation. We have no continuity here, but we seek one to come. You know? So that was edifying. I hope it's food for thought among the Akim watching and listening. Till next time, shalom.